Hey, hey, hey. Hey y'all. Hey, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. Um, let's remove this. Can you hear me? Can you hear me very well? Okay. Sounds like the sound is good. How y'all doing today on this fine Monday, December 1st, the first day of LiveMas, Vlogmas, whatever it is that you guys are calling it. I'm calling it LiveMas. Y'all already know. If you're new here, my name is Melissa Berrien of Real Talk with Melissa Berrien, and I'm here today to bring you the breaking hot trending news of today on this Vlogmas. Now, don't mind the lighting because she acting up today. It's okay. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing good. Had a quiet day, as you can see from behind me, and from my hands. I've been prepping some canvases so we can come back and do some painting, so I can have some cute little Christmassy type things behind me. So I'm going to be working on that. And yeah, until we meet again tomorrow. So anyway, and yeah, shout out to you guys who are catching the replay. What's up, replay gang? Hopefully you guys are doing well. You already know what to do. Leave a comment because I will definitely be answering you when you leave a comment. I always do. So again, my hands are a little black because I was playing with black paint. I was sketching, I was drawing. Like I'm busy getting things ready to look like it is Christmas, it is Livemas, and we're going to be going live every day from December 1st to December 25th at least. So yeah, let's give our shout outs before we get into the breaking news. Oh man, Uncle Stu, the old man on the block, big bro, shout out to you. Thank you for always supporting. Thank you for stepping in. Thank you for coming in, checking me out as usual. Great content creator, great conversations happening on this channel. You guys make sure you go check him out. Yeah, I like to say he's the kind of polar opposite of what I'm doing over here. You know, I'm the old lady on the block. He's the old man on the block. So y'all go check him out. Hey, Pamela, good to see you as always. Thank you for your support. Thank you for always being here, not only just supporting, but also commenting. Like, I love the comments. Bless Reborn coming in. She like, don't forget me. Bless. Hello. Happy Wednesday. And of course, Mod Extraordinaire. She was the first one in the building shouting out to happy Vlogmas. But over here we say Livemas because I'm not really a Vlogmas, even though I will be taking you guys on a couple of field trips. Might even have one this afternoon or this evening. But yeah. Hello everyone. Hey Ruby King. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us on this Livemas, this first day of December. Hope you guys are well and hope this video finds you well. Let's see what Uncle Stu is talking trash about. Stop playing. You and the hubby having fun playing dress up. I see you. Yes. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Okay. This man done bought me another mic like I didn't need it. I promise you I didn't need another mic. And she is working my nerves. So really, y'all almost didn't have a December 1st Vlogmas because I was playing. I'm going to move her around. But right now, she's doing what I needed her to do right now. But yeah, she was tripping a little bit right as we were about to come on. But that's neither here nor there. How are you guys doing? Make sure you leave a comment. We have some news to get into. Now, here's the thing. Let's go to the first story. You guys, a couple of you saw me in the YouTube streets and y'all were like, Melissa, did you hear? Yes, I heard. But the thing is, I was on break and I was trying to be a good girl because I'm telling you right now, these next 25 days are going to be jam-packed full of content, live streaming. And y'all know I try not to do anything. So I got to put my 100% into it. So I needed the break. I had to take the break. So while I was on break, there was a terrible breaking news at a high school in Michigan. Well, another one. I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. Another one. Okay, so let me start off. It looks as if there were 4 fatalities and many injured as a result of at the hands of a 10th grader. Use your imagination. You already know there's certain words that I cannot say here. But yeah, at the hands of a 10th grader, there were a 4th fatality in a school in Michigan. And what I was going to say is, at what point does thoughts and prayers just not become enough? So this young man, because he's now going to be tried as an adult. Okay. He is identified, and he, I read different stories. They're saying he was bullied and all of that. The suspect is 15. He was charged on Wednesday for 4 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of terrorism, terrorism causing the end of life, 7 counts of assault with the intent to end life, and 12 counts of possession of a firearm in a commission of a felony. Here's the thing. This little 15-year-old kid, at this point, I hate to say people's lives are over, but his freedom is over if justice is served the way it should be and can be. So leave a comment down below. Let me know, first of all, before we dive into the comments, before we dive into the news, let me know what you think about this. Is enough enough? Is there anything that we can do, policies that we can pass to change stuff like this? What do you guys think? Or are we Americans just like, okay, another one? In our DJ Khaled voice, another one. Y'all, when I saw this, I'm not going to lie, I was just like, okay, this is terrible, but it's not getting the news that it should be getting, the traction, so to speak. But yeah, he's 15 years old. He's a sophomore, y'all. That's what I kept thinking. That's one thing I kept thinking about. He's a sophomore. A sophomore. Not a senior, not a junior. Not that that would make it any better. But dude is 15 and a sophomore. We're not dealing with mental health. Lockdowns are dangerous mentally for people. People should not have access to military weapons. I agree with you 100%, Uncle Stu. I know plenty of people, including, if I want to say, well, I won't name him because he's not in the chat, but there are plenty of people that own military grade weapons. And I believe that if people like yourself and my husband had to go through extensive training on these weapons, had to be qualified, continue to get qualified and protected, and can actually get in major, major trouble if you lose it, put it down sometimes or whatever. Why are these people just walking around with these weapons and able to access them? I just don't understand why a civilian would need it. That's just my talking point as far as that's concerned. I agree with you 100%, Uncle Stu. Why? We know why you guys in the military need it. I know why our military men and women need it, but why a civilian? So now, as a result, and I understand, they don't want to say, people kill people and all this other stuff. But the thing about it is he gained access to it. And that's my bottom line. He's waiting arraignment on Wednesday. His father purchased the weapon like the day before, days earlier, they said, for Black Friday. Can you imagine being the father right now? As supportive as the dad is right now, in the sense of, I have my right to carry, Second Amendment, hoorah, hoorah, whatever. How does the father feel right now? Is it worth it? That's what I would want to know. Is it worth it? Because not only did you purchase it, some kind of way he was able to gain access to it. Now, here's the thing. I understand culturally, people that own firearms, and especially with young children, they raise their children, safety, don't touch it, responsible people. But something went wrong here. Something went terribly wrong. I'm just saying. And I don't think that the dad is having a good day right now, because you have teenagers who are now no longer on this earth as a result of your weapon. Now, here's the question that I have. Will the father face some charges as a result of it being his weapon? Well, here's my answer. Oakland County Prosecutor Karen McDonald said Wednesday that her office is considering charges against both parents. Both parents. Well, here's the thing. If the mother didn't have anything to do with it and this was straight up dad, I'm telling you, she better show some text messages, phone conversations, or something to prove like, hey, this was not my doing. Very interesting. She said he's going to be charged as an adult with murder, terrorism, and assault weapons possession charges. So yeah, it's unfortunate. It's absolutely unfortunate. To me, it's not worth it. And yeah, let's move on to the next one. So what else is breaking? Speaking of court, and troubling and controversial. The Supreme Court is considering whether to reverse Roe v. Wade. And regardless of whether you believe they should or shouldn't, I think we all can agree that this will be a monumental decision. It hears arguments today in a case from Mississippi that could reverse the court's nearly half of a century. They ain't got to go there, because Roe v. Wade was the year I was born. Don't do that with the whole half a century stuff. Anyway, to reverse the Roe v. Wade decision. It's an epic argument in the U.S. Supreme Court. And I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. I don't know if you are aware, but I just wanted to bring that to you, that is now on the table. So it is something that you should definitely be paying attention to if you are in support and or against it. Until now, all the court's abortion decisions have upheld Roe's central framework. Okay, the women have a constitutional right to do that, and in the first 2 trimesters of their pregnancy, when a fetus is unable to survive outside the womb until roughly about 22 to 24 weeks. But Mississippi laws bans those things after 15 weeks. It's a separate law enacted a year later would ban those things after 6 weeks. While the 6-week ban is not at stake in this case, the state is now asking the Supreme Court to reverse all of its prior rulings against this law. So this is not the first time that people have went to the Supreme Court to try to overturn it. The last major challenge to the A rights was in 1992 in a case called Planned Parenthood versus Casey. So yeah, it's not the first thing, but it's not the first challenge to the ruling, but it's very significant. And again, we're going to be paying attention to what's going on in the Supreme Court, because like I said, whether you are in support of it or against it, it is going to be very, very monumental. It's going to stir up some emotions one way or another regarding women's rights to have that procedure. So I'll keep you posted on that. Speaking of procedures, speaking of rights to choose what you want to do with your body, if you are a child, a Christian of the 90s, especially early 2000s, but even now, but definitely back in the 90s, you know that this is Marcus and Jody, I want to say, Jody Lamb. Well, unfortunately, Marcus is, Marcus is deceased. Marcus Lamb, a co-founder and the CEO of the conservative Christian Daystar Television. So if you had Daystar, you saw them. They were on Daystar. And allegedly, because I didn't see it, so this is why I'm saying allegedly, but I wouldn't be surprised. Allegedly, he was a non-believer of the inoculation. He was the non-believer of the vid. He was a non-believer in any of that. So he didn't believe in wearing masks. He didn't believe in any of those things. Well, unfortunately, he has succumbed to the actual virus. Marcus Lamb, a co-founder and CEO of the conservative Christian Daystar Television Network, who vocally opposed C-19, has died at 64, weeks after he contracted the vacation, the network said. It's with a heavy heart, the announcement said, that Marcus Lamb, president and founder of Daystar Network, we announced, went home to be with the Lord this morning. The family says that their privacy, asks that their privacy be respected, of course, as they grieve this difficult loss. Please continue to lift them up in prayer. And so, I'm not celebrating this one way or another because, he was a child of God, but at the same time, it goes right along with the previous news that I just reported. He has a right. He has a right to his choice. He had a right to his choice. And some would say he passed away as a result of his choice. So rest in peace, Marcus Lamb, praying for the family. And of course, abiding by their wishes to have privacy and all of that. Now, I wasn't contacting them anyway. But anyway, before we head over to the next story, let me hit you with this. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. Hey, y'all. So if you're catching the replay or if you're here and you haven't already hit the like button, go ahead and hit the like button for me. It's quick. It's simple. It lets the powers to be to know, like, you know what, this chick is doing the do, and I want to acknowledge it, that I like it. And I announced last week that you can now buy me a coffee. And so I will have my buy me a coffee is actually linked in the description box. But you know what, other than all of that, buy me a coffee and all of that, I would really appreciate your subscription to my channel. You do not want to miss out on great content. I do reactions, I do breaking news, hot topics, and not only do I do it, I open the floor, open the lines for you guys to interact with me. So with that being said, let's go on to the next story. Well, I chose this story because I thought it was weird. And I didn't think it was so weird to put it in the ridiculous news section, but I thought it was weird enough to cover. So this is America's sweetheart, as I like to call her, Sandra Bullock, and this is her adopted son. Well, according to the press, she revealed that sometimes she wishes her skin matched her adopted children's skin. She opened up about a brutally honest conversation she had with her son about racism when he was 6 years old. Well, the conversation about racism was not weird to me. It was the fact that she wished her skin matched the son. Now, here's the thing. We are a family of transracial adoption. Basically, but our kids, so lack of a better term, I found it weird because I never wanted my skin to match my child's skin. We typically don't even remember the fact that she's adopted because that's not StreamYard. Okay, good old StreamYard. So here's the thing, y'all. A lot of us are live streaming on this platform called StreamYard, and I truly believe that a lot of the glitches and everything that we are experiencing, I had sound issues. Just as you saw, it was refreshing. It's been crazy for at least the last month. But one thing that I have to say is that StreamYard has been launching so many features, and I think that a lot of people are now using the service that they just can't keep up. And so, because I've never had these problems, I never had my live interrupted where I had to wait for it to refresh or whatever. And now I do. It's the weirdest thing. StreamYard is tripping. And, I love StreamYard because it's simplicity of use. But at the same time, I can't keep having my lives with you not wanting to do what I asked you to do now, Miss StreamYard. All right. End rant. So anyway, Sandra says that she wants her skin to match her adopted child. Again, our adopted child's skin pretty much matches some of our kids because we have very fair kids, then we have deep tone. Like our kids are like the rainbow, okay? But I just thought it was strange because not that she wanted to have the conversation about racism, because she gonna have to. Like if you decide to adopt little brown and black children, guess what? You're gonna have to have that conversation until America changes. Until America has that heart change, baby, you're gonna have to have that conversation. However, I don't think that the solution is for us to blend in together and become one color. Blend in together and become a monolith of all types of things. I think what overcomes racism and overcomes prejudices are our differences, and acknowledging the differences and really appreciating those differences. So when I ran across this story that she wished her skin matched her son, I just thought it was weird. She says, let's read further. So she was appearing on the Red Table Talk, this show. She spoke to Jada Smith alongside with Willow and Mama Adrian about the reality of raising a Black child, admitting that sometimes she wished their colors matched. Now, I am tripping now because I think I assumed that she meant matched her wanting dark skin to be the son. But y'all, what if she meant she wished the son was her skin tone? Girl, I hope that's not. To say that, let's see. To say that I wished our skins matched, sometimes I do, because then it would be easier on how people approached us. You know, again, as a transracial adopter, naive. I don't know. Maybe it's because we were in the military. Maybe because a lot of us, no one's ever approached us with anything crazy, ever. The funniest thing was when my daughter was in like 8th grade and people thought it was like, there was a fellow parent and she was like, does she know? And I was like, no. We tease people like that all the time. And she thinks it's the funniest thing. We all think it's the funniest thing because we know it makes you guys uncomfortable. It doesn't make us uncomfortable. We are her parents. We are her family. Unless we tell you, you'll never know based on how we treat her or how she's blended because she's ours. And I will fight you if you say anything differently. And so I just found it weird that, that's one thing I never wished. I guess that's my point. I'm going to end my rant. That's one thing I never wished. I never wished that our skins matched one way or another. Because the truth of the matter is, she's about as bright as one of my children that I birthed. Like, they have the same skin tone. So I guess because I come from a family of deep skin, fair, and I'm talking extended family, we look like the rainbow, like for real. That thought never crossed my mind, but also it never crossed my mind to approach racism. So hopefully she works through this. Hopefully she understands. I just wanted to have this conversation because I thought it was a little weird. Speaking of weird, this is Josh Duggar. You know what? Today is a day of court dates. And shout out to you, Black's Tropical, coming in. She's like, hey, Soul Sister, many blessings, Soul family. Hey, good to see you. So I'm not getting y'all comments, so which is very interesting because I'm sure y'all saying stuff. I'm just not getting it. Same here. My mother is very light bright. Exactly. My grandmother was very fair. I'm kind of in the middle. My husband is what he like. You see us all together, child. Yeah. So that thought never crossed my mind in adoption or anything like that. So anyway. So yeah, this is Josh Duggar. So y'all remember a couple of years ago, so I have to say this, I have to be very specific and very coded in speaking about this. Well, anyway, the jurors and alternates have been selected in Josh Duggar's Child P trial. Jim Bob Duggar won't testify. He probably shouldn't. After 9 months, okay, it felt like forever because these people somehow get to be accused of crimes and walk around and everything's okay. But after 9 months of questioning by Judge, questioning by Judge Timothy Brooks and attorneys from both sides of the Joshua Duggar's Child P case, 12 jurors and 4 alternates have been selected. So there you have it. They are now headed to court. Judge Brooks began the day by reminding the approximately 50 people selected as potential jurors of the significance of serving on a jury. And you know what? We've been having that conversation a lot for the past couple of weeks when we're talking about Rittenhouse and all the other McMichael's trial, just all the different trials that are taking place, how important it is to really be a representative if you are selected for jury duty. Let's see. So no one was allowed inside the courtroom as they were doing the selection, and as the judge was talking, they weren't allowed into the courtroom today. They took up the entire gallery, from what I understand, and several potential juries were quickly excused as questioning began. One potential juror knew the prosecuting attorney, Carly Marshall, from law school. So, they're doing what they did today, and they did what they needed to do, and the jury is being selected. It's going to be very interesting how this turns out, because, you know, when this first broke, when I first saw that the child was going to start, he walked in with his wife and she got a lot of flack for that. A lot of people feel like she should have left him. A lot of people felt like she should have, at least, because she's had a baby since then. She just had a baby since all of this went on. And again, that's their relationship, but I just find it very interesting. I don't play about the kids. And I understand love and I understand all of that, but we'll see. This is another case we will be following. These folks with tons of kids. Yes, these are the folks with the tons of kids, but these are one of the tons of kids. So one of the tons of kids, so not Michelle and Jim Bob, but one of their kids, Josh, was accused of doing that. And it's being alleged that his sisters were some of the victims. And so if you follow some of the sisters, which I do, because I used to watch their show, if you follow some of the sisters, they are now disassociated themselves with the parents. Not only are they disassociated themselves from the parents, it seems as if they still love the Lord, but they wearing pants, okay? They still love the Lord, but they don't look like they from the 19th century, okay? So it's very, very, very interesting how this is going to play out. Like I said, I follow a couple of the sisters. And again, you as a parent, how do you navigate this? But I would hope that part of the healing process would definitely be protecting my children. So yes, this is the Duggars. I feel on this. Yeah, I know. Oh, wow. I love that show. Me too. I loved it too. You know, my kids were younger when that was out, you know, and what is it, 13? I don't know. They're probably at 17 and counting at this point. But back then it was 13 and counting, a lot of kids. And I was just very, very interested in their story. And yeah, that controversy came years later. So he is now set to go to trial, set with some jurors, and we shall see. So yeah, she's speaking to Uncle Stu. So that's that. When you look at the court case, I found an article. The detective testifies that child P files traced to his car dealership's computer. So basically, he was getting it on at the car dealership where he owned and worked at with his dad. Okay, it's just messy. It's messy. Earlier Wednesday, U.S. District Judge Timothy Brooks ruled that prosecutors can present evidence of a May 2015 scandal in which Josh confessed to aiming 5 girls, including his 2 sisters, Jill and Jessa. So the judge ruled that he can go. So yeah, like I was saying, this happened a while ago, but we finally he's on court. And so Jill and Jessa are his sisters, and there were other girls that came out and said, yeah, me too. And so, yeah, there's going to be no winners in this, in the sense of the family is concerned, because the Duggar, mom and pop Duggar, definitely received criticism on how they handled this, because immediately they protected him. Immediately he went to rehab, so to speak. And yeah, I don't know, y'all. We got to see. We have to see how this is going to pan out. Speaking of pan out, let's see what this is. Speaking of pan out, I'm only reporting on this because it seems like a whole bunch of y'all who live in Atlanta was in y'all feelings. So the Atlanta had a mayoral race, and there was one candidate that was, let me share this. There was one candidate that was threatening to close all strip clubs. And the only reason why I found out about this was because of T.I. And a whole bunch of other people were like, our freedoms are, you would have thought that she was threatening to close down. I don't know, but y'all wasn't having it. And Georgia came through. Let me share this. Georgia came through and y'all was like, listen, no ma'am, you're not going to be closing down our strip clubs and stuff. So anyway, Georgia Tech graduate Andre Dickens, and they said call him Dre, wins Atlanta's 61st mayoral seat in a runoff. Okay. Atlanta native Andre is the sixth. So he's a native of Atlanta. That's good. He was doing a runoff against Felicia, and Felicia's the one that said, listen, I'm closing it all down. He held a strong lead in several precincts over the current city council president, Felicia, before the race was called on at 10 p.m. yesterday. So let's see a little bit of his speech, if they let us. Okay. So here we see the percentage where he led by 59.71%, 17,548 votes. Felicia, your days were kind of numbered, sis. You were not going to win under those conditions. Once you started threatening strip clubs and everything, ma'am, wasn't going to happen. So leave a comment down below if you feel like, you know what, you team closed the strip clubs and she should have won, or are you like Dre, Andre won. So as you guys know, Keisha Lance-Bottom was the outgoing mayor, and she announced months ago that she was not going to run for re-election. But anyway, she endorsed Dickens. She endorsed Dre after deciding not to run for a second term. Dickens is 47 years old, ran his campaign focused on public safety and restoring the soul of America, Atlanta. He's called himself a progressive leader with plans to use technology and institute new city departments. So, yes, Miss Felicia thought that she was going to win. I could have told her, ma'am, you wasn't winning that. You weren't winning that at all. Blessings, y'all. Hey, Shatika, good to see you. My son was with them last night at the affair. Nice, Ruby King. Nice. Closing down strip clubs. Listen, that's what she said. She said, if I win, I'm closing them down. Sis didn't want to win. She didn't want to win. And I don't even know how she felt like she was going to do that, but whatever. So yeah, they're talking to each other. Blessings. Yeah, so we're caught up on that. Yep. So y'all, let me give y'all this one cute little ridiculous. All right, this is our ridiculous news segment. You know what? How many of us have been left looking down the street, wondering where our packages were, checking the mailbox, calling customer service talking about it's been delivered, and we're like, it hasn't been delivered and it's lost. We'll trace it. We'll send you another one. Well, child, part of the answer, if you live in Alabama, is this FedEx worker dumped hundreds of packages into an Alabama ravine. Okay. So while the poor little supply chain was being blamed for a lot of packages being lost and everything, the truth of the matter is some of these FedEx workers around here throwing out your packages because they don't want to do the work. So that's unfortunate. And let's say, okay, so we're talking about that. The Blount County Sheriff's Office in north central part of the state said last Wednesday that between 300 and 400 boxes of assorted sizes have been discovered in a wooded area on private property. FedEx trucks and drivers from across the South later that day, FedEx sent trucks and drivers to process some of the boxes and recovering packages, it added. Photos posted to Facebook shows boxes scattered in a steep ravine. Several trucks lined up to collect all the boxes in the woods and everything. By Monday, Sheriff Mark Moon said the driver, who has not been publicly named, had been identified and questioned. He urged the media and the public to be patient as the investigators worked hard at the case, which is characterized as a debacle. I can imagine. So here's a picture of the cleanup. Here's the thing. I don't think he understood the assignment, to say the least. I don't think he realized that, yes, those are packages, but unless he took every single last package and took his route off of it, which they're going to trace it. That's my whole point. Sir, you decided to pull up to a ravine, dump all the packages, but you're the one that signed the packages out. And I never worked for the post office, but I happen to have common sense to know, surely when you leave with people's packages from the main facility, they have a way of tracking that they gave it to you, whether it's assigning you the actual route, you have their actual area, and definitely tracking the packages. So here it is, y'all. These are some of the pictures. Making a dent this morning. So you know it's a lot when they have to classify themselves, the cleanup, as making a dent. This is the wooded area. This is them packing it up. As you can see, people like tons upon tons upon tons of packages. Here's the wooded area. You know, nothing aggravates me more than laziness, trying to get over, thieves, and laziness. Just don't do the job. Just don't do the job. I prefer you just don't apply for the job if you know that it's not something that's in your forte. It's not in your wheelhouse. I get it. Everything is not in our wheelhouse. So to just know that people in Alabama, and probably this is probably a very common practice, because I know in my neighborhood, we forever looking for packages. And then I like, my favorite part is when they say something was delivered and it's nowhere to be found. It's not in your mailbox. It's not on the porch. Child, please. So the driver was found to have dumped at least 6 times, which makes FedEx a victim of 6 different theft of property cases. Y'all leave a comment down below. I see your comments. Let me go ahead over there. Do y'all think that he will be charged criminally with significant charges, or is he going to get a slap on the wrist, fired? What? Come on now. They said it took that driver 6 times to do the dump. Yep. That's what I just read. And he's going to get 6 times those charges too. Because what's it called when you basically are stealing from the company? That's what this is. You're stealing time from the company. And then he probably went home, went to sleep, or pretended he was doing the routes. Come on. So lazy. So lazy. Nah, he eating those charges. I think so too, Black's Tropical. Oh, he gonna eat those. Because here's the thing. Not only does FedEx have to recover the packages, whatever was in the packages, they now have to help the people recover. Bro, you're going down for being lazy. There's no other reason. And the only other reason, nope, can't say that. I was going to say maybe he was robbed. Sir, you're being lazy. Ridiculous. FedEx said in an email to NPR News that the company has reviewed the situation, is cooperating with the law enforcement, and that the individual involved is no longer employed. I bet you he isn't. As of right now, we're looking at around 450 individuals, some in Blount County, some not, that investigators are attempting to work on their cases. The driver was found to have dumped at least 6 times, which makes FedEx a victim of 6 different theft of property cases. FedEx also goes on to say, we regret the inconvenience that this situation has caused and appreciate our customers' understanding throughout the package recovery process. Where possible, recovered packages are being delivered to the intended recipients. Who the hell want mud-ridden packages? I know you lying, FedEx. In the event of damaged shipment, we will make effort to work with the affected shippers to reach a resolution. The company directed customers with the question to track their shipment. Well, here's the thing. Part of the problem is FedEx does not want to be sued. No, Tanya, they sure don't. FedEx does not want to be sued. They like, listen. So again, this is the picture of the recovery process and how many vans it took for them to recover it. Nah, he eating those charges. They said it took the driver. Yep. Dang, I wish I could shop there. Hello, Melissa. How are you? Just checking in. Wonder why his name did not come out. Very interesting, Tanya. Man, y'all got some really smart parts over here. Very interesting, because in my head, I'm not gonna lie. This is why I need help. Not gonna lie. As I was reading it, I was like, "Dang, nothing but I ain't gonna say Daquan because my little puppy middle name Daquan. It ain't nothing but Rayshawn. But I believe Rayshawn's name would have been publicized for sure. I don't know, y'all. Where's the ravine so I can go score some stuff? Listen, hello, Royalty Queen. Good to see you. Only news, they doing too much. We're living crazy life with the news we're dealing with. Yes, we are. So anyway, they know who put it out and who not to put out. Exactly. Yes, ma'am. Hold up. Black guy says, hold up. How was he getting away with this more than once? He should be the only man on the cleanup crew. Make him fix his mistake. Don't sit in no jail cell being lazier. Such a good point, Laquita. Such a good point. They shouldn't be cleaning up nothing. Take it old school, mother, father style. You go clean that mess up yourself. Nope. Don't go use the bathroom, because my kids were good for that. All of a sudden, they got to use the bathroom. You ain't got to use no bathroom. Come back. You're absolutely right. I agree with you 100%, blind guy. Have his butt, his lazy behind, because that's all this is, y'all. Besides working from home, delivery drivers, I would imagine, yes, it's stressful dealing with people, but listen, you're in your own vehicle, or you have it, not, it's the company car, but you're in the car. You can set the temperature how you want, the sound to how you want. You listen, you're darn near working for yourself by yourself in that situation. You're just lazy at that point. Just lazy. So shout out to you, Tanya, because I'm with you. Why didn't they release that name? And they will. I do that now to get away from digging a hole in my head. I hide out in the bathroom. Exactly. Digging a hole in the heat. Got you. I remember that story, Sherry. Bobby was looking for you, and you somewhere not helping out. I remember that. He was saying. So Tanya, very good point. Half the time you don't deal with people at home. Exactly. You don't even deal with people. No one's home. I'm pretty sure you have 20 packages. You do have a time that you have to drop that stuff off. I don't believe that you guys get penalized for it based on how my packages will end up. If I'm tracking it, it take forever. If you was just 3 stops away and now you say you're 4, just lazy. Just absolutely lazy. So I'm dying laughing because I wish FedEx would deliver me that dirty package that the skunks and raccoons have been tossing back and forth. I want the big one. I want the big one, and I want the envelopes. I hope his name is Duck and not Pookie. I know, Ruby. I know. Again, that's what I said. A lot of times we are victims of our own biases. Absolutely. In the bathroom pretending to be constipated. Listen, sitting. So funny. Girl, get out there and dig that hole in the heat. This is too funny. So anyway, let's take this break and we will be back. Where is she? Let's do this. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. Hey, y'all, this is the first day of December, also known around here as LiveMas 2021. You know about Vlogmas, and those that vlog, they are excited bringing out their content. But you know what? I don't vlog, I go live. And so for the month of December, I will be going live from December 1st through the 25th. Absolutely not my normal schedule, but I'm gonna bring it. Whether it's breaking news, recipes, I got paint on my hands now because I have a canvas that I'm gonna be painting on live, and I have a different painting and just decorate my office, decorate my house. So much that I want to do and share with you guys on live. So with that being said, you do not want to miss out. Okay. If you're enjoying the show, you're liking the breaking news so far, go ahead and hit the like button, but don't just hit the like button. absolutely hit the notification bell so that you'll be in the know when I go live during this liveness. Go right ahead, hit the like button. And what's the other thing I want you to do? One thing I always like for you guys to do: comment, comment, comment. Let's interact. This is an interactive live. So if you're catching a replay and you're like, this girl's crazy, leave a comment. Let me know what you like about the channel. Let me know. Leave a comment. What is that you want to see during this liveness? I know I have my idea of what I want to see, but you guys in the comment section, you guys that are catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see this liveness. All right. Wow, that was a lot. Hoeing ain't easy. Listen, so funny. No, it's not easy, and definitely not easy in the heat. Bodacious, hello everyone. I've been missing the live show. However, I still come and watch on repeat. Hey, Bodacious, you are missed. I haven't. You're right. I haven't seen you in a minute, but it's okay if you catch me on repeat. I give and show love to my replay gang for sure. Go shopping in the ravine right now. Do it. Exactly. Go shopping in the muddy area right now. Do it. Black's Tropical is dancing. Yeah. So for those of you, let's take a little break, a little mental break here. So for those of you that were
so far from Fulton County,
what's this?
Are all of the early voting
scared the crap out of me.
Totals. Some 36.
Oh, okay. Don't be talking while I'm talking. I hate when that happens during my live because I'm like, who are you talking to? Anyway, for those of you that are excited for the content creator ugly sweater Christmas party, whatever it is that we want to call it, haven't named it yet, but you know I'm gonna name it. Gonna do a commercial, all that wonderful stuff. I'm still waiting for a couple of content creators to kind of confirm that they're going to be there. We have decided on a date, and we are going to go live and have fun together as content creators. Some of your faves have already said that they may or not be able to come, but some of your other faves will definitely be there and live and in color with bells on, okay? So stay tuned for that to come out. Like I said, on a serious note, if there's something that you really, really want to see Christmas related, if you want to see what, Christmas night or a winter night, so to speak, here in Arizona, you want to go, I already have field trips planned. So I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out. So make sure you hit the notification bell. Now, let's see, on to the next. I'm just going to be running through some of these, but Twitter is going absolutely crazy, and I don't care one way or another. I honestly don't, but Twitter is going crazy, wondering if Miss Rhianna is pregnant. Now, this is the way I feel about this. I feel like, unfortunately, every time Rhianna is on her cycle or nearby not on her cycle, and you ladies know what I'm talking about, bloated or not, people lose their mind and they're like, oh my God, is she pregnant? And so for the past couple of days, people are like, is she pregnant? Is she pregnant? But a lot of people have hardcore announced that she's actually pregnant with her first child with the boyfriend, ASAP Rocky. Now, again, not news that I could care less about one way or another. As long as she keeps the makeup coming, I'm good. Because other than that, I don't care. Listen, one thing I learned in my older age, as I'm aged in dealing with fertility, is that you don't want it's very disrespectful to be in people's womb and to assume things, to comment about things. And even for me, I never had fertility issues. So having a baby always came easy for us. So even with that being said, prior to someone pulling my coattail and saying, hey, don't say this, because it may have been easy for you, or you may think that's an accident, or da-da-da-da. I would love to have that accident, or I would love to whatever. So someone pulled my chain and say, hey, but then also I think about Gabrielle Union. I think about Rhianna. Like Gabrielle finally came out and said, listen, I am infertile. I cannot have kids. I have tried. I have lost kids. But every time you guys want to know something, I'm just bloated. And so I've just become, I'm gonna tell you my story. I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. I was, my friend and I, we were doing like a skit at church, and part of the skit was that I had a kid, and I don't even remember what happened, but basically I went on into this monologue about how the kid was an accident. And, you know, I went on to this whole thing. And so it was then brought to my attention, like, hey, that's offensive to some people, because to you, you pretty much can control your fertility because you don't have fertility issues. But there are some women that are begging to have accidents, are begging to have children. And I was like, and I was early 30s at the time. And I it stuck with me. It stuck with me. And now, of course, nowadays, everyone talks about their fertility issues, good, great, and indifferent. And so it's like, okay, you have to be a little bit more sensitive. So my point in saying that is, I don't really care. That's her personal battle. But it definitely feels like every other week, definitely every other month, she's pregnant, she's pregnant, she's pregnant. Who knows? No, not it. Christmas hat. That's it. I'm unsubscribing. Oh my goodness. Okay. Her clock is ticking. I am not into entertainers' life. I do not care. I am more interested in politics, news, laws that takes place for 2022. Exactly. So that I just wanted to point that out, because people have been losing their mind on Twitter, and I'm like, I don't care. In other news, I don't know if you guys know, but Giselle is in, not Giselle, gosh, I never could say her name, but Epstein's girl. She is in court. I did not do a thumbnail for it or anything because it's kind of gross. She is in court to face some of the charges in Giselle Maxwell, sorry. So she is in court to answer to her participation. Now, here's the thing. The stuff that I'm reading, Jeffrey Epstein, the stuff that I'm reading, I'm, like I said, I didn't even want to highlight it. I'm not going to give it a thumbnail or anything because it's absolutely disgusting. Jury selection happened about 2 weeks ago, and now the first day of trial went on, and one of the victims testified, and what they testified to again was absolutely disgusting. But again, if you want to learn more, I'm just here to tell you that the information is out there if you are following this case. It's a trip how so many people have infertility issues now. Very true, Blind Guy. I find that very interesting also. I don't know if it's more common or is it that people talk about it more. So I don't know, but it does seem like a lot. Does seem like a whole lot. And you know me, I'm a attribute diet to it for sure. What else did I want to go over a little bit? That FedEx driver really sent us. What's the weather like where you guys are at? So here I really can't tell. Our nights are pretty cool, but allegedly this December is going to be among one of the warmest Decembers. And so there's a warming up trend that's happening. Let me know. Leave a comment down below. While I share this, what is your December looking like so far? I know my friends in northern New York, where we used to live, in the tundra. At least that's what it felt like. I know that they've gotten their first snow, and that's the worst thing that they want to do. But so if we look, yeah, New York is near normal or below. We're above. We're having some beautiful days, but our Decembers here are absolutely gorgeous. Indications are a warmer spell of weather is heading toward the Great Lakes around the middle of December. Here's the temperature forecast for December 6th to December 10th. For the next week, Michigan's temperatures are going to be about normal for the December. So what are you guys what does it look like for you guys? I think we're right on schedule here in Arizona. Bodacious says California is nice today. So let me give y'all this map. So again, Alaska is near normal or below. This Texas is above. We're above. California is about 50%. Yeah. So it looks like way up north, northeast is still looking right where it needs to be. How's the weather? Looks outside. Sighs. It's sunny, warm, and the beach is open. Wakes up from the dream. Snow, 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 with the permafrost coated in my cold black little heart. She stole my thunder. Oh no. And I'd be dreaming of snow for sure this year. Yeah, and so one of the decorations that I'm gonna hang and I'm gonna paint tonight. Hopefully I'll go live. But anyway, I'm gonna be doing a snowman. And as I was doing the foundation of it, I was like, yeah, this is so funny. Snowman here in Arizona. But yeah. Tanya says Ohio. Yeah, Ohio looks below or normal. So it ain't y'all are not expected to be super warm. Snow melted. Okay. Tanya says this it's raining. Okay. Bodacious lady says California is nice today, but it will get cold in December and January. You know what? One of my favorite things to do is to go to California around this time of year. And it's so interesting because it gets cold there. Southern California for sure. And yeah. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Greetings, Melissa. Hey, Von Bryant. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. And if you are like Von Bryant and you're stopping in saying, hey, don't forget to hit the like button. It's much appreciated. Snow on the ground, about an inch, said Tanya. So, yeah. You want snow? No, I do not want snow. Melissa lived way up here where it says near normal in New York City, in New York, for about 11 years. And it was the tundra. It was very cold, very snowy. And it snowed up until about April, May. So no, I do not. Nope, nope, nope. This is the 5th warmest year on record. We just keep breaking warm records according to the scientists. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. So I'll stop sharing that. So yeah. You want snow? Yeah, no, I already read that. Nope, don't want any snow. What else has been going on? So I took a break for 2 days and quit YouTube for 2 days. For 2 days. And now I'm back with LiveMas 2021. And what else? I think that's it for today that I actually had on the docket because I really wanted to talk about the Roe v. Wade thing. That is significant. I want to talk about this the school. Oh, did I say? Oh, I didn't say this. Okay, I did. I know why, because I didn't have a thumbnail for it. So anyway, unless you've been living under a rock, Chris Cuomo has been suspended from CNN as an anchor indefinitely. So let me share his picture as we go on to this story. So this is Chris. Chris Cuomo was, I guess I can say, was a what's the word? Anchor for CNN. And he was accused, let me open up. He was accused of kind of helping his brother out with his foolishness and mayhem. And then it came out that he had his own troubles. So indefinitely, he has been suspended on Tuesday. The network said documents released by the New York's Attorney General Monday indicated Cuomo took a greater level of involvement in his brother's efforts that CNN executives previously knew. So his brother was facing charges. His brother is Andrew Cuomo. He is facing harassment with the S word charges. And, you know, the brother was trying to act like he was laying low and helping him passively. But come to find out, he was very aggressive in his assistance with his brother. As a result, they suspended Chris indefinitely, pending a further evaluation. The CNN anchor pressed sources for information. So this is what he did on his brother's behalf. He pressed sources for information on his brother's accusers and reported back to the governor's staff, and was active in helping craft their response to the charges, according to emails and the transcript of his testimony to investigators working with and for the state attorney, Letitia James. So her office found Andrew Cuomo harassed at least 11 people, women. Chris Cuomo previously acknowledged talking to his brother and offering advice when the governor, when he was pressed on it. But it's coming. It has since come out that you did a little bit more than that. So let's see what this says. Cuomo appeared on his program on Monday night talking about C-19 and politics without mentioning his own issues. There was no immediate response to a request for comments sent to Cuomo and the lawyer who represented him during Summer's testimony. All right. Anderson Cooper subbed for Cuomo on his Tuesday show. So speaking of subbing for a show, as a result of Chris's problems, people are now going after CNN and their handling of Don Lemon. As some of you may not know, Don Lemon is also in the hot seat, and it's kind of hush hush. It's kind of like blowing over, and people are like, what about Don? So far, according to what I know, Don has been left alone. Nothing is being done or thought to be done to him, but it's very interesting to see how this is going to play out, because I didn't think CNN would ever suspend Chris, but it's bad business. And Letitia's probably her documents, her evidence is probably indisputable at this point. So hey, this is Over the Top. Hey, Over the Top, good to see you. I read about that last night. He was talking to people about his brother's case, which was a conflict of interest. Absolutely. And if you use your power to gain information to then take back to his case or to his brother so that they can form their arguments for or against what's happening. Remember, they had to take snow into the Iditarod in order for the event to happen a few years ago. It may still be happening. Wow. I thought that happened a while ago. Just a mess. Yep. What? Vaughn said? Yep. Don Lemon too? Wow. What'd he do? Wait, never mind. I may not want to know. Well, you know what? I don't just make stuff up. Let me look it up real quick, and we're gonna get into Don Lemon. So here's one story. Don Lemon backs Chris Cuomo live on air as the host involvement with brother is revealed. So let's read that. All right. Somebody's in the room next to me clanking something. Oh, okay. All right. Let's go. Let's see. Let's start here. Because what I just read, I was like, oh, really? It says that yes, Don and Chris are best friends. And what I just read is that Don is now inconsolable. So I don't mean to laugh at him or him being inconsolable. However, okay. Let's see. Chris Cuomo. Chris and Don Lemon's. All right. I usually don't. Okay, here we go. Chris and Don Lemon's podcast is now under fire, and it's unclear what the future of it will be. All right, let's listen. Let's listen.
Just a quick word from our sponsor.
Of course.
Earn up to $21.50 an hour at Macy's Distribution Center in Goodyear. Now hiring seasonal warehouse associates and power equipment operators. Multiple shift options and no mandatory overtime. No experience needed. Start immediately. Get $21.50 an hour plus a $500 referral bonus for each friend that joins the team. No limit. Stay safe working with Macy's with masks provided and daily health checks. Apply now at
hold on. Not today. You know, he is actually crying. Yes. I wasn't even trying to be funny. Don is actually crying, okay? That's what I thought was funny. Hello. I bet they do not want to touch Lemon because of the LGBTQ. Very good point. They're not touching Don. Don and Chris are best friends. They are. I believe Chris did what any brother would do for his sibling. Maybe he was too aggressive. I think the problem is that they're saying that he used his position and influence. So if he did it on the side without being an anchor and just moved in that, I don't know if they would have had anything to do, because that would have been like moral, so to speak. But I don't think that you're allowed to use your influence as with your credentials to gain information. And that's what he was doing, basically using his knowledge to investigate and his tools, basically tools of the trade, to get information on the victims. All right. So let me see if I can find it. I had a whole ad going, and I'm like, nope, don't want any ads. So let's see what Don Lemon did. Don Lemon dubs Chris Cuomo as one of the kindest people after the extent he helped brothers emerge. Chris Cuomo, oh wow. So they handed off. Okay. All right. It doesn't really say. So now I got to put accuser. Because you know that'll get it. There we go. Y'all know I'm going to find it. So we're surprised. I understand his position was used. I get it. Yeah, I got you. So here it is. Don is pretty much accused of the same thing. All right. So his accuser details the assault. Now, what is this?
And I look at my boss and I look back and he has his hand in his pants rubbing him. Do you like me? Is that why you're effing with me? And I said, no. Do you like me? Is that why you're effing with me? And I said, no. Just wanted to say what's up, man. And I look at my boss and I look back and he has his hand in his pants rubbing himself aggressively, and he shoves his two fingers up underneath my mustache, thrusts my head back and says, do you like your dick? And he said it like 2 or 3 times after that.
All right.
Anybody that acts like that in public and without any fear of what it might do to somebody or the consequences it might have, that's a pattern, you know. It's I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he's protected by the fact that he's African American, gay man on television, and I'm just some nobody.
Child, that African American part ain't gonna save him. But I agree with you with the other stuff. Text messages uncovered from a witness during discovery showed posing with the Lemon and rolling on Lemon's driveway with the witness who did not back up Heiss's version of the events. Lemon's attorney said in his response to the lawsuit that CNN host is often subjected to racist and homophobic harassment. All right. So sounds like the dude's credibility is being questioned. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to talk about. Speaking of taking credibility in question, Jussie, he's another one. Today is a day of court dates. And like I told y'all, I ain't going to hold you, because right before I was going on, I was fixing my mic. It wasn't doing what I wanted to do. It's not placed where I wanted to place. My camera's not on. I'm on my other camera, just having fun. So I didn't get to get the thumbnails, but I did want to cover this real quickly. Then I'll see you guys later, because you might be going on a field trip with me, because we're going to go look for some stuff. But anyway, Jussie Smollet, Jussie. His all right. There's a lot going on with him. So one of the attackers tell court it was all staged. Yikes. So that was his worst nightmare because he was relying on the fact that he could get these guys to continue to corroborate his story. And they testified today. It was all staged. In Abimola Sundario, testifying at Mr. Smollet's trial on charges of filing false report, said he wanted me to fake beat him up. Let's close that out. Jussie Smollett, frustrated by what he saw as a muted reaction to a death threat he received in the mail, enlisted a friend in 2019 to stage a fake attack. The younger of the two brothers is the one that we're talking about. If you guys remember, it was two brothers and they were said to have been paid. And yeah, at first they were silent. They flew out the country. So anyway, the younger brothers are two brothers who have said they took part in what they described as a hoax. Said the strange request came after Smollet showed him an image of a threatening letter he had received. It featured a red stick figure hanging from a noose. So anyway, Mr. Smollet later arranged a meeting with him and the brothers after seeing the text messages. He said he wanted me to beat him up. I looked puzzled, and then he explained to me he wanted me to fake beat him up. So the brother testified during the third day of the trial on charges that he filed a false police report about the attack, a case that largely relies on accounts of the two brothers. So the brothers are going to be the missing piece because they are who are being, first of all, seen buying the items, the rope and everything, beating them up. Listen, Jussie has denied staging the January 29th attack, and his lawyers have suggested the brothers have fabricated the account to avoid prosecution. So time will tell, and evidence will tell even more what will be shown, what will come out as a result of this trial, who will be held responsible. Was it a hoax? Was it not a hoax? Leave a comment down below. If you remember this warm, cold winter morning where we found out, and where were you during Jussie Smollett attack? I remember seeing the pictures. I remember immediately going, that's weird. And yeah, let me know where you were. But also let me know if you thought it was a hoax or not. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to hold you. I thought it was a hoax all the time. And then when I saw that the brothers actually went to Ace Hardware, I want to say, and got the rope and was, yeah, I was like, I'm not even. Jussie. I'm just saying. Look how holiday cute you are, real talk. Thank you, Adrian. Smart Parts. How you doing, girlfriend? Good to see you. I missed you the other day. You weren't live and in front and center, rather, when I was pranking you guys. So I would have loved to see your reaction. But welcome today. Hold on, Melissa. I'm still recovering from the first story. You hitting us heavy. I know, girl. Listen, I took a break for 2 days and I came with it today. And so I promise y'all LiveMas, and we're going to go live, okay? Yes, we're going on a field trip. Did everyone remember to get their parental approval? I don't know, because this class is a little shady. So I got to figure it out. Hello, all. Hey, beautiful. Oh, my gosh. This is Me Too moment. This is a Me Too moment all over again. Wow, that's disgusting. Yep. I thought it was a hoax. Me too, Ruby, as I just stated. I absolutely thought it was a hoax. Much love. Shout out to you, Trash Can Waves. Thank you to all you content creators that find time in your busy schedule, your busy creativity schedule to stop by, whether it is Trash Can Waves, Uncle Stu, Old Man on the Block, Blind Guy, his wife, Black's Tropical, who am I missing? Over the Top WME. She stole my thunder. All of you guys are greatly appreciated. I've said it before and I won't stop saying it, how I love the fact that we will create, but also take the time out at least once a week to support each other. I really did not know, but something did not add up. Sad if he did, because he is so talented. Yeah. You were pranking. I'm sorry, I missed that. I was pranking. And your boy needed some consoling because he thought I was serious. Anyway, but I'm here. It's all good. So anyway, friends, yes, in the words, let me find it. In the words of Older Top WME, this live was action-packed, filled with some heavy hitters, because guess what? That's what we're dealing with. I didn't even go over the new variant. I didn't even touch politics. I didn't touch old Biden. I didn't touch half that other stuff that maybe we'll get into on another day. But today I gotta head out because we're gonna go into the neighborhood and do a little shopping, see what we can get into. But I want you guys to make sure you catch the replay. Once you catch the replay, leave a comment down below for sure. But definitely leave a comment if you're like, oh, wait a minute, I like LiveMas, but there's something she didn't mention. I would love to see her do blah, 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 blah. Leave a comment. Let me know. Let me know what you want to see this LiveMas. And if you're wondering what LiveMas is, hold on, let's get this off. If you're wondering what LiveMas is, let's see if I can play this commercial. Because this is a commercial that shook the world a couple of days ago. Let's see. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe. If you're liking my channel. Real Talk with Melissa Berrien presents LiveMas 2021. LiveMas 2021? What is that? Real Talk with Melissa Berrien will be going live with daily streams from December 1st through December 25th. There'll be hot topics, crafts, talking about mixed drinks. There'll be mukbangs, breaking news, hot topics, and so much more fun. So set your clocks and calendars and don't forget to hit that notification bell. You'll be among the first to know when I go live. You don't want to miss out on LiveMas 2021 with Real Talk with Melissa Berrien. See you soon. See you soon. So go ahead and hit that notification bell because you do not want to miss out. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a great evening. I hope this video finds you well. Again, leave a comment down below. Commenting is my absolute fave. Adrian Nash, nah, I'm a bull. I like to buck. Okay. LOL, love this commercial. Are you going to decorate my yard? That is not my... I'm going to show you guys my office decorated, and I will show you probably what me and the kids do downstairs and throughout the, because we have 2.5 trees. We got the land, the what is that thing called? The staircase, stuff like that. I'll show you. But I'll show you my husband doing the yard. That's not, but to your point, I'm on coffee, y'all. Sorry. To answer your question, Ruby, I will show you the yard getting done if I can show you in a way that it doesn't dox me, but absolutely. Okay, I quit. Your editing is sick. Thank you so much. Maybe a Bronco. What are you two talking about? I don't even want to know. I can't. I can't keep up to your amazing work. Oh, don't think that. Don't think that. She stole my thunder. Love this commercial. Are you going to decorate your yard? Yes. The husband. Shopping. I'm not buying ish for anyone. No, not that kind of shopping. I have some canvases. I actually have some pictures. Let me show y'all. This is one of them that I'm working on. So I'm going to have the snowman right here, and then I'm going to have other things around it. And this is one of them. I'm going to have like the M and then an ornament, and then I want to have some garland up there. Just, y'all know. That's just a sketch. And then maybe an ornament or whatever. Just something fun to do with you guys live while I'm relaxing and all of that. My only concern is it's very hard for me to create while on live because that's a lot of pressure. So what I may do is record myself recreating and then show you guys on Well, y'all already know. Once StreamYard start acting up, you may as well get off the live. So anyway, she stole my thunder. What'd she say? Over the top with me. I know, right? Her XDMC trash can waves got me quitting the game. Don't quit. She stole my thunder. Trash can waves is another artist. You know, I use that term for myself very, very, very loosely. But even though I've taken some advanced art courses and stuff, but I completely do this for fun. But I don't know how I would be able, how and if I will create on live. Just knowing that I'm live and I'm very, very erasing and all that. And with paint, you can't really do that. So anyway, with that being said, friends, I'll see you guys in a minute. I got to add the timestamps because it was a lot in the words of Over the Top. And in the words of Tanya Hardy, I'm going to hit you guys with this outro. And I will see you guys. Make sure that you always are kind to one another because, you know, like I always say, we never know what people are going to. Someone called me. I heard artist. Are you a fine artist? Visual artist? What's going on? I know fine arts. Anyway, because I'll be here with y'all all night. But check this outro out. Hit the like. Okay, where is he? What did he say? Yes, you're an artist. Yes. I like to say I'm a creator and I'm an artist, but I'm rusty. So I gotta keep practicing. Okay. I'm an illustrator. Okay. I am modest. XDMC always. Anyway, y'all, I'll see y'all in a few minutes. I might come back live because listen, I promise y'all live after live after live after live. Okay. In the meantime, my friends, thanks for watching.